All right, what's up, family? Check this video out here. Now, before I get into it, this is not to be offensive to no one at all. This is just to get you to think. That's all it is. It's going to touch a little bit on religion, but I am not offending anybody with whatever religious background you have. If religion makes you a greater person, great respect to you. If religion helps you speak and shed positive energy to someone, great respect to you. But I'm going to title this one here, Jesus movies over the years. And the reason I'm coming out with this, because do you realize they got another version of a Jesus movie coming out right now? And it's crazy how in 2027, Mel Gibson's coming out with another Jesus movie. Like, I mean, how many times are they going to keep coming out with different versions of the Jesus movie? And I'm sure y'all know in the Bible, like it says, I don't remember what chapter exactly, but if y'all know, drop it in the comments. I believe it's Malachi or something like that, but where it says Jesus has never changed. You know, something to that degree, how he has never changed. But y'all keep doing a different Jesus movie. Watch this. I wrote a bunch down, and I'm still ain't even touched the surface. In 1961, they came out a Jesus movie called King of Kings. That's before I was even born. Great movie. Only 4 years later, because it's every 2 to 4 years, they keep coming out with another version. Only 4 years later, they came out with another Jesus movie called The Greatest Story Ever Told in 1965. Same story, but they try to change it up a different way, or they try to make it a little bit more eventful. Okay, 1977. We got 7 years later. And in between, there was some other stuff. 1977, they came out with another Jesus movie, Jesus of Nazareth. Well, no, like I said, I'm sure they all was intriguing, inspiring, or especially if you're a religious person. That was 1977. 2 years later, 1979, they came out with another Jesus movie called The Jesus Film. 1979. In 1992, now there was some in between. I just didn't write all. There's too much to write. In 1992, they came out with a short version of a Jesus movie called The Lamb of God. And that movie, 1992, they revised that movie on different years, so many different ways. They just keep doing it. 5 years later, they came out with another Jesus movie that was just called Matthew, 1997. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, I can keep going with this, which I will, but the reason they doing this, yeah, it's eventful for those that are religious. You know, give some knowledge, you know. And like I said, if religion made you a good person or make you a good person, good job to you. You know, much respect to you. But rather you religious or not, wouldn't you say, like, yo, come on, really? Y'all keep coming out with a different version of this Jesus stuff every couple of years. What it's doing is actually like social engineering. Matter of fact, that could be the word of the day. Now, social engineering, it's a form of brainwashing. But you go, is it actually brainwashing and social engineering the same? No, it's not. But they both is a tactic to manipulate someone, especially intellectually. So, as long as you keep putting this out, keep putting this, you see what I'm saying? Generation after generation, we want to constantly keep manipulating them. Keep telling them that keep this story with the next generation, the next generation, the next generation, the next generation. Keep putting the movie out. There's not a movie ever put out so many different versions all the time, coming out constantly. I mean, it's to the point, don't get me wrong. I mean, when I seen the movies when I was a kid, I thought it was very I thought it was very eventful, inspiring. It was like, wow, it was knowledgeable, right? But as I got older, another one, and then I heard even, remember, watch this, watch me keep going. In 2023, The Gospel of John, that movie came out. 1 year later, remember, 2004, The Passion of the Christ came out. And y'all remember when The Passion of the Christ came out? I remember people speaking about it verbatim, saying stuff like this. Oh, you got to see this one. I mean, I know there's so many versions of the Jesus story, but you got to see this one. Why? Why I got to see this one? No, it's the way that they beat him. Oh my gosh, it was so brutal. It was so brutal. They really, oh, so let me get this right. Y'all keep coming out with different Jesus versions and y'all just gonna beat him a different way. to make it more violent and more brutal for people to watch. Is that's what we doing? That's what we saying? That's what we explaining? It's crazy, because I'm telling you, I heard people say that exact word. Oh my gosh, on this one, The Passion of the Christ, 2004. Oh my gosh, the way that they beat him, it was so brutal. Let's stick with the story. Y'all seem to be intrigued by the brutality of it. Watch it. I'm gonna keep going. 2 years later, 2006, The Nativity Story. Another Jesus version. 2013, LDS Bible film. 1 year later, 2014, The Son of God. Just every couple of years, they just keep coming out with another version, telling the same story. But we're going to tell you, well, now we're going to talk about when he was a child. Well, okay, on this one here, we're going to talk about when he was a young man. Okay, this one here, we're going to talk about when he was a carpenter. Okay, and this one here, we're gonna focus more on when Joseph and Mary had him and what they was going to. And then they all lead to him being betrayed and then ultimately killed. Really? Let's go with another one. 2 years later from The Son of God, 2016, Risen. You know what I'm saying? Just keep coming out with another. Okay, let's go 3 years later, 2019, The Chosen. The one that's coming out now, The Testament. Like I said, 2027, Mel Gibson already is in production now, where he's revising it and finishing it up for 2027, where he's coming out with another version. Why? Jump on the bandwagon. This is a gravy train. See, to keep doing the Jesus movie is a gravy train that never gets old. You can keep telling the story over and over and over and over and over and over. Cash out on it. So like I said, remember, Mel Gibson came out with Passion of the Christ in 2004, and it was a big hit. It was a cash cow, and he knew it. So you say to yourself, now he's coming out with another version in 2027, already in the makes. Why? Because once again, he know it's a cash cow. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's playing on people's religious beliefs. And he realized, I'm going to take them all the way to the bank. I'm going to laugh all the way to the bank. I could keep coming out with these things and people are going to eat it up. It's a cash cow. Because it don't make sense how you could keep coming out with a different version every single year and it's a cash cow. And at the same time, you're doing social engineering, aka brainwashing people, rather for good or bad or for monetizing reasons. Whatever reason you're doing it, you're social engineering, aka brainwashing people for monetization, brainwashing, to keep different generations knowing the story, whatever the case. But it's ridiculous. Like I said, I'm not here trying to offend no one. If religion works for you, helps you be a great person, great job for you. Even if you're not a religious person, come on, you got to say, really, this many times they keep coming out with a different Jesus version every time. They just keep coming out with it again and again. Come on now. And I ain't even name them all. I only named on here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I only named 14. And one out of the 14 that I named was revised, the Lamb of God. They did that one in different years. The same exact name. They redid it over and over. But come on. Man, I tell you, we were just watching a movie just the other day. And I seen, that's what made me do this video. They got this new version of the one now, the Testament or whatever it's called. And I said, is you kidding me? How many times are they gonna keep it? You know how Hollywood is. Hollywood have no real talent for writers and stuff. Every TV show has the same script as another TV show. Just watch another TV show. You see it's the same jokes. It's the same punchline. It's always the same. Almost every movie that come out, if you realize it, there's no creativity. It's always a revised movie from the movie that came out 6 years ago. The movie that came out 20 years ago. We're just gonna do it and call it, it's a reboot. No real creativity. So where's the real writers in Hollywood? Y'all have no real writers. All y'all got is people just rewriting the same stuff, regurgitating the same stuff over and over and over, which is essentially, when it comes to this, social engineering. It's a form of brainwashing, but it's really to manipulate someone constantly. Hey, if you like them, good for you. Ain't to be offensive. I just thought I brought it up because it is so many different versions. Like I said, I didn't even name them all. Give me your thoughts. Peace.